Welcome back to Ship Happens. We are restoring a 1943 HDML.
Yeah.
So today we are doing some frames.
Thank you Squarespace for sponsoring this episode. Mills, right, today, because remember last time you wanted to do some knocky, didn't you?
Yeah.
Of removing the frames. So, I'll get you a small hammer, yeah?
Okay.
So we've got this here. So today we're doing these two frames here.
Okay.
Can you tell me why we're doing them two?
Because they hollow right there.
They're hollow and they're rotten, aren't they? So we want them to look like this, don't we? Yeah? So, not doing anything through them. So, all I do is give them a knock to try and get the loose out, okay, for now.
Okay.
So, but we're not doing this one for now,
Okay.
but we're just doing these two here. So if we do a side glance at it, but what we don't want to do is hit the hull, okay, because we like the hull, don't we? Yeah, so
I did it.
go on, try and find the weaknesses. So if you stand right in front of it, that's it, go on. That's it.
Oh no.
It's okay. Right, so if there's any more loose bits you can find, that's it. Oh yeah, cool. Oh, look at that, it's well done.
Yay!
So you've got your safety glasses on. Yeah, that's important, isn't it? And you've got your gloves on.
Oh, this.
Not the easiest job to do, is it?
This is the first one you've done all by yourself.
It's not as rotten as we thought it was, to be honest.
That's the problem when they're really bad.
Yeah. When they're really bad, they just fall off when you sneeze. But this one, they're actually quite good.
Do you need Daddy to do it?
I'm not calling you daddy.
We did all this boat without any help from my dad. Hang on, isn't it? Doing a good job. Have you gone full mantle on it with a hammer? Or?
No, Amelia did. Amelia's quite strong,
Did she?
to be honest. She's quite
That
good.
girl is like a force to be reckoned with.
But yeah, I'm struggling a bit now.
Okay, do you want me to
Use your
take
brute
over?
force.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Collect the copper, collect the copper.
Did you ever show you guys the mini Sarinda we cast out copper?
No, I didn't. We've got that somewhere. But also, you know what I did this week?
Cool.
I made a keyring out of an old copper nail and rove. Look.
These ones are quite rare though, because they're the ones that go through the stringers and the frames.
So they've still got the rove on?
So there's hardly any of them. So yeah, they've gone from here to here. So yeah, they're still in the original configuration. There won't be that, well, not in the foreseeable anyway, there won't be that many more.
So I've stamped on them. So yeah, I gave my first keyring away the other day to a very valued helper.
Valued?
Hi Robbo. I love Robbo. He does a lot. He does a lot.
Yeah. It's when you wish they were more rotten.
Is that good wood?
Yeah. It's when you put in a lot of energy now to like remove it. They're really bad
So
ones are good.
it was rotten sort of down here, but
Yeah, and then it goes good again.
it goes good. You'd expect it to be rotten at the top, but it must have had a drip coming down onto it because the top is in really good condition, as Simon's finding out.
A minute ago, Gemma was in. She was telling you a really long story, and the battery went flat. So I saved you guys.
We've removed all the wood. We're just getting rid of all of the excess nails.
The pointy bits.
The pointy bits, so the ones that we can't hit all the way out, so they're getting cut off with the multi-tool. And then, because we cleaned it last week, I'll just give it a quick brush off.
Yeah, she actually come quite nice, didn't she?
Yeah. So that can have a quick clean down after we've done the scarf joints. Paint it.
Yeah, well, we need to open the floor now and check the frame.
But yeah, we need to see
Below the waterline.
how far these frames are coming down.
Yeah.
So, crack on.
See, a lot of these nails here, I've already knocked them, but we've actually got a big piece of plywood on the outside, so we can't knock them all the way out. So I've knocked them until they hit the plywood. So then once the plywood comes off, then we know which nails we need to then remove, and then we need to then re-drill in the future, because we're not going to be able to nail pair today because the plywood's in the way. Just thought I'd let you know. Is that where you keep the frame in?
Oh, I'm sure I've cleaned these bilges before.
Oh, is that ballast, I see? So we're going to take that ballast out and bag it anyway, just for that.
That is moving because we need to assess the frames all the way down.
Yeah, handsome.
Do you know what that... Oh! Try the new rip saw! We bought a new tool! Ah.
Well, you said I was a tool.
You are the biggest tool that I need. We've never ever ever used a rip saw before, have we? So this just goes on. Ooh! Don't miss.
Yeah.
Do you like that?
Yeah. Best bit of wood on the boat, that. Huh? Smiles. That's really good, that. Because we basically bought this reciprocating saw, Is that the right word?
Yeah.
For when we're doing the cabin tops in the spring, didn't we? I just felt like I just cut it up into nice pieces. Come in handy.
What's a cabin top?
So being a deckhead. It's a deckhead. Or as Gemma would say, deckhead. So you say it?
Deckhead.
Deck. I can't say it.
More ballast. This bilge is full of like stones. Look.
A long way down.
It is a long way down.
It's really how deep our boat is, isn't it?
I know, I'm like having to like get myself all the way down there. Like,
shows.
oh, my boobs are hurting.
Oh dear.
And then you get a handful and you have to come off and put it in the box and then you have to get down again.
Should we push her in?
Ah!
Let's push her.
Get off! Stop it! So it's all prepped, so now we just need to paint it. Done! Now we need to wait for the paint to dry and knock the frames down.
I've been reading a lot of our YouTube comments. A lot of people have been asking the same questions. Why don't we set up a frequently asked questions section on our Squarespace website?
Okay, Amelia, that's a really good idea. It's so easy just to add things and change things on the Squarespace website. The platform is really easy to use. So there we go. It's took me less than 30 minutes to type up loads of questions and add them into our website. So now you can check out our website and see our frequently asked questions.
If you're looking for a website, go to squarespace.com for a free trial today. And when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/shiphappens to get 10% from your first order.
Anyway, so we've got some visitors today. So we've got Mum and Dad with us. So she's going to see what they're up to.
Hi.
So they're supposed to be
smashing the bathroom up.
smashing the bathroom in.
Smashing it up. Whether he wants it doing or not, I don't know. He's doing it.
It's the wrong bathroom.
Uh-oh, wrong bathroom.
This was the good one. Anyway, so yeah, so they're basically removing all the unwanted like tiles and stuff like that because they just sort of trap the moisture, don't they? And we need to inspect behind, and then we're gonna go for this little toilet. So should we go and see what my mum and dad have been up to? Ooh. You can see like the original bulkhead. That's beyond here is the engine room. This is the original deck height. So here's the original beam shelf. Goes all the way through. But they've obviously extended it and then they put a new beam shelf in. So the new beam shelf, then the deck beams up here. As you can see, they're all absolutely mint. Good 80s work. So my dad's now been removing all the tiles off here. So we're now just trying to get these 2x2s off so we can get the remaining parts of this off. Well, you see, it's all really good nick, so quite impressed. On to the next room. It's like a building site. Every time my mum comes there, she destroys the place.
I know.
So she got rid of all these tiles. All the remaining tiles off this one. So the ceiling's so the ceiling's been removed. So revealed all these deck beams again. That's what I like. Big chunky deck beams and the knees. It's cool. Looks good, Mum, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So I think at some point, probably not today because there's a radiator attached to it, but this petition's coming out. But you're doing a fantastic job. It's quite a big room, actually, isn't it?
Yeah, it's huge.
This obviously was the original shower room, so there's quite a bit of damage to like the web frames and stuff like that around there. So, but we knew that in the first place, so it's all good. So we'll check on the other crew member. Let's see what the other crew member's doing. Let's see. Your piece of wood's falling out.
It's only that screw that's holding it in.
Oh, look at that, look. Hey. Oh, that's a good one, that. We should have left that on. Look at that. Beautiful piece of plywood. Give it the rest. So look up there now.
Oh, chip off the old block.
Good nick now, that. Quality bit of craftsmanship there. That was crack, Jam.
Go and bang me posts in.
Bang your post.
Yeah.
Good.
Right, go on.
Am I on target? Am I like in the middle of the tape? Okay, so off to do the copper on the outside, as per usual. It's going dark. Probably doesn't look dark, but it will be dark by the time we're finished, definitely. So, coming through. Who lined that up? Let's have to mine some mud. So as you can see, it's very dark, miserable conditions. It's not raining, I suppose, but we're really struggling in the mud today. So, and it's double hard when it's dark. So at the moment we've done, can you see them at all? I could hardly see them before. So we've done below the waterline, and now we've got all these ones up here to finish off, but we're going to leave them for today. So as we know, below the waterline, that's the important part. Let's try and get out of the mud. So yeah, as you can see, nicely sunk. I always like to pin one or two like in the middle, just to make sure we're on target and stuff like that. Do you have a look at the boat from the outside in the night? I haven't got all the pretty lights on, but we've got some, so let's go see, shall we? See, all the engine room lights are off. But yeah, I think she looks pretty nice.
So, to finish all of this size of the boat, we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 frames and 1 stringer.
So don't forget as well, we've got the web frames to do. So how many was it? 10?
10.
10 web frames to do. So how many did you count, sorry? 7?
So I've got 11 frames,
Yeah.
1 stringer and 10 web frames.
Okay. I think the web frame should go pretty smooth.
Yeah.
Because there's no, we actually fit from this way. Do you know what I mean? So it shouldn't be that, obviously still got a nail from outside, but I'm quite looking forward to doing the webs.
Yeah.
Should be fun.
So Simon's mum and dad have just left. Should we, I haven't even seen what they've done.
I have, they've done a good job.
Should we go and have a look?
Yeah,
See what they've done to the boat. Wow.
Good beams.
Hey, look, there's ply up there. That's not rotten-ish.
That's the deck.
Obviously, it's a bit rotty there, but that's nothing compared to like what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm quite stoked.
Stoked, man. Obviously, we know there's a good bit of framework to do in here, and beam shelf.
Well, that's the. Here's my sort of predicament with that. This is the beam shelf. This used to be a beam shelf. So, yeah, we will put it back, but it's quite a sort of this is the original deck height.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
God, imagine how many times you would have banged your head then.
Yeah, but obviously the floor's been raised, so you can get a wider footprint, than the original. So
we've definitely got some framework to do in here.
yeah, but it's not. This is like the worst area, to be honest with you, because it's obviously been a shower all of his life.
Yeah.
And it's just been like mushed to death. So, but then yeah, come look in the. Oh, look, I found the light switch.
Ah.
So then it starts to get better. But then look at like the original beam shelf that's before now.
Oh, that's better than there though, isn't
Sun
it?
is changing. But yeah, so here's the original bulkhead. So we've now revealed that. So we recognise them, don't we?
There's the hole in the
Yeah.
other one where we said what's with the slit.
Yeah. But if you look in the engine room, because obviously the engine rooms, you walk a lot lower, but these run through the engine room. So yeah.
And the frames look in better condition here as well.
Yeah, exactly.
The beam shelf's better. I know it's still not the greatest,
But it was primarily because of the.
but the frames in here pop a little crack there.
So yeah, that's a bit more strips, isn't it?
Yeah, we've got Loads more rubbish to take off the boat now.
Yeah, but we weren't.
We've had loads of crap out the bilges today.
Yeah.
There's all the tiles and
Yeah.
stuff from the bathrooms.
But we didn't have a massive pile of rubbish, did we? So we may as well make a pile of rubbish. Just next time we got water.
We like making rubbish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But we don't like to make it all at once.
No.
Because we just get overwhelmed.
So that was a successful day. So we need to now go and put the sheets back on
Yeah.
the front.
Cut the frames back.
Cut the frames back, put the sheets
Yeah.
up, and then we can go home.
Yeah.
So
But we've not nailed it fully, that one, have we? But it's all nailed below the waterline.
yeah, we're gonna do. Obviously, it's getting too dark and too late and too wet
Yeah.
and too muddy to finish the upper nails
Got
road.
too many excuses, haven't we?
Yeah. So we'll do them next time.
But we're gonna
in
do
the
one.
daylight.
We're gonna do one frame next time.
Are we?
Yeah.
Well,
and then
that's
we'll finish the nails on that one, and then we can do some more work on your
Bulkhead sanding.
bulkhead.
Yay.
So that's our plan next time. Anyway,
Come.
so.
Thank you so much for watching.
Yeah, cheers guys.
And
Thanks a lot.
thank you to Squarespace for
Yeah.
sponsoring today's episode.
Yeah, thank you.
Cheers. See you next week.
See you later. Bye bye bye.
Welcome back to Ship Happens.
Yep, there's a story of a really old, bit decrepit girl. But we love her, don't we?
Oh, it's going to be one of them days, isn't it? Thought you were talking about me both.
Yeah. So
Right.
out with the old.
In with the new. That's what I'll say when we get divorced.
I hate that.
I know.
I really hate people who go on about getting divorced and stuff like that.
You stuck with me forever.
I've been reading our YouTube comments. I love people.
No.
If you see what we can see, then advance your way. It's for all of us. There's a place that we should be. Come along.